Hi lovelies, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some life hacks for how to survive going back to school, and in particular how to thrive the first week of back to school. So I hope you've all been enjoying my back to school themed videos, and if you have, thumbs up to let me know, and comment down below what year you are currently going into or what you're currently studying. So let's get straight into my life hacks to make this next or new school year your best year yet. Also, for anyone that is currently studying at home and you're not going to school, uni or college just yet, I do have a playlist on my channel on my homepage which is all about how to study and work from home. So I think that's going to be really helpful for you as well. But in general, I think these tips are going to be really beneficial whether you are studying at home or going to study from school, because it's the same. You're still starting a new school year and there's a lot of things you have to navigate. So let's get straight into the tips. Okay, so the first tip is to just give things time. I remember my first day of high school and let's just shake out the nerves as I say this, but it was really anxiety provoking because it was a new place. It was the same school grounds, but it was a whole new building and separate campus. I had new teachers, there were new kids in my school, there were new subjects. Just the fact that it was now a high school sounded really daunting to me. And it took me about 3 or 4 days to actually settle in and notice that those butterflies that had turned into elephants stomping around in my stomach on day one had really subsided by the end of that week. So just give it time. There's a lot of new things you have to navigate, and just know that we all adjust to things in our own time. So just go easy on yourself. It's all about self-love and self-compassion. I like to be super prepared, and being the organized, highly conscientious person that I am, I think it's really important that you start getting ready for back to school, not the day of or the day before, but a few weeks in advance. Just because the last thing you want is on the day of to realize that you've forgotten something, or to just feel stressed in the lead up to going back to school. So think about getting all of your school supplies several weeks in advance. Make sure you have your textbooks. Pack your bag a couple of days before even, so that you know that you've got everything you could possibly need. Make a checklist. Make sure that you are prepping in advance. I just feel like it takes a lot of the stress and overwhelm out of the equation, and that's something that I do for myself all the time, and I just find it really, really helpful. If you haven't already entered my huge back to school supplies giveaway on my channel, check out one of my previous videos for all those T's and C's, because I do have a very, very cool giveaway happening to just get you more excited about back to school and basically tick off all your school supplies checklist. So check that out too. Another life hack. This is one of the favorite things I've applied to my day-to-day life, and I wish I did this when I was in school, because I think it would have really helped me to just get my priorities in order and not stress so much. But it's to make a vision board and visualize your year at a glance. So what do you actually want this school year to end up looking like? Will it into existence? And print things out, pin it to your vision board above your desk, or make a Pinterest board if you like. But it's really important to think, what do you want this year to end up looking like? And make sure that you have a visual representation of that. In line with that life hack, I think it's really important to get very clear on your personal goals for this school year and think, what do you want to get out of this school year? Do you want to get more involved in school spirit? Do you want to be improving your grades and be more focused academically? Do you want to focus on having a little bit more work-life balance and prioritizing your own well-being? What do you really want to get out of this school year? What are some goals you can set yourself? And having goals, it just excites you. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning and go to school and not feel like you're going to school because you have to, because school is mandatory, but it's something that is there. It's like a platform for you to grow into your most confident, successful self, and you're utilizing that to the best of your ability and you're using it to your advantage. So what do you want to achieve from this school year? And think about that before you start. It's really going to help you shift your perspective into a very proactive and positive one. One thing I really didn't like about going back to school, however, was, despite my positive energy right now, one thing I really didn't like was having to figure out, what am I doing for lunch? And the fact that I had to make my lunch. So one thing I don't think I had, was Pinterest a thing when I was in high school? I don't think it was. but it is for you. So if you don't know what to do for lunch and you want some quick and easy meal ideas, apart from all the awesome videos on YouTube, I think it's really cool to have a Pinterest board dedicated to some really easy and healthy school lunch ideas and study snack ideas. So head to Pinterest. I actually have a food board on my Pinterest account, so I'll link that down below as well in the description box. But I just think that's a really good way to take the stress out of planning your meals. And just remember, food is fuel. You need to fuel your brain to fuel your mind and your body. So do prioritize a healthy lunch when you go back to school. And this is one way to make it just so much easier. Another life hack when getting ready for going back to school and surviving going back to school is to get on top of your routines and fine-tune them. By that, let me just preface and say, if you have to all of a sudden start getting up at 7 or 6, or some of you, I have read comments before, you have to get up at like 5 a.m. in order to meet the commute to school. If you have to get up so much earlier than you're used to, make sure you're fine-tuning your morning routine several weeks in advance so that you're gradually waking up earlier, you are spending your time in the morning getting ready and like streamlining your morning routine as well. Let me know in the comments down below if you want some more tips around how to optimize your morning routine though. I'm thinking of making a video with perhaps my 10 tips for really optimizing your morning routine and making sure that you're starting your day off on the right track. But it's really important to adjust your morning routine well in advance and also your night routine. So if you happen to be going to bed really late, make sure you set your alarm a little bit earlier so that you can wake up a little bit earlier the following morning. It's gonna make going back to school a lot easier, because the last thing you want is on day one of back to school to show up and need some of your friends to basically like hold your eyes open. Been there, it's not fun. You can't focus, so do fine tune your routines. So thumbs up if you enjoyed these life hacks for going back to school. Make sure to check out my other resources down below. I'll leave a link to my book, the Study Skills book, The High School Survival Guide, the Study Skills book, my Study Skills book, The High School Survival Guide, as well as my stationery, educationery, my digital and downloadable planners to make structuring your assignments and homework so much easier. And my blog, everything will be down there basically. So just head to the description box for that. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all next week with another video. Mwah! Bye lovelies.